everyone, welcome back. It's Moe, aka Swedish Whiskey Girl, and today we are here with Malt Mates. Now that's what I call whiskey, volume 2, called the Sweet Drams. It's bottled at 46% ABV, it's a 50cl bottle, and they were kind enough to send this one to me. Thanks everyone at Malt Mates. And also have a little cheat sheet here of notes from it. So it's a special batting of peated and unpeated single malt from the same distillery, so technically it would be counted as a single malt since all the whiskies from the same distillery. And they were saying that a lot of nosing and tasting went into getting the peat balance, exactly what they wanted, and they wanted it peaty and not smoky. And this is something, I don't know if it's because I'm not from here, and English is not my first language, but I struggle to understand the difference between smoky and peaty. Because for me, smoky in whiskey is derived from peat. So what is the difference between peaty and smoky? Or is smoky something, a word that people use for meaning like a bonfire smoke or a wood smoke, and peaty is more like an earth smoke or medicinal smoke? So if you have opinions on this, I would love to hear your thoughts, so please put them in the comments below, explaining the difference between peaty and smoky, and then maybe I can grasp this for future notes. Also, the unpeated element is significantly older than the peated, which you would almost expect because if you want more peat, you want the whiskey to be younger so you can retain more of that powerful character coming through. So interesting, we'll see what that does to the flavour. And it's been finished in Tuscan oak red wine casks from Chianti, I believe, and they are recast into those casks in Badachro here in Scotland and finished in their Dunwich warehouse, then reduced with water. See if I can say the water source. This is Loch Badna Achlis. Maybe? Like I said, English is not my first language, neither is Scots. So I'm really excited to try this. I have a really good relationship with the guys at Malt Mates, so always curious to see what they're going to be up to. Let's start by having a look on the nose. Oh, retails at £55, I believe. Now let's have a nose. There's sweetness and almost like a nutty element to it. Almost a bit like chocolate chip cookies in a Dunwich warehouse. Because it's some sort of like biscuity sweetness, which also feels a bit like something grainy. It almost reminds me, I don't know if it's always when it's something baked and something like grains and sweetness that I think of oats, but it's like oat cookies in a Dunwich warehouse perhaps, because it does have something dark or darker and autumnal about it, but it might just be because it's autumn and everything seems autumnal, or it might be the smoke, because on the nose I'm not picking up on the smoke a lot. No, it's more of a now it's almost turning into juicy, fruity sweetness. Quite a mild nose. But yeah, I'm not picking up on the smoke that much. So that might be what the kind of Dunwich autumnal note is, that it's just kind of influencing the rest. I'm doing that thing I always do when I nose whiskey. I bring up mental images in my head, so I'm like, is it oranges? Is it apples? Is it peat? Is it wood? Is it spice? Is it grassiness? And then you just pick all of these flavours you have in your arsenal, and then you can tick yes or no on them, and then out from that you can figure out what you're getting. It's a nice nose though. I'm enjoying it. It's mild, but it has lots of things going on. So let's have a taste. Sláinte. Oh, definitely more of a kick on the palate. And there's smoke. So it's like 3 waves, I would say. The third wave being the smoke, which is quite a grassy smoke for me. And I can still taste the smoke in my mouth, but the intensity of it was like there was 3 quite quick waves that then stayed for a second and then pulled back. So straight away I want to go in for another sip because I need to figure out what I actually got. Oh, actually, now on the smoke, on the nose, I'm getting it more after having picked it up on the palate. So it's like sweet turning into fruits, turning into smoke for me. Still quite fresh. And yeah, on the palate it's like, I don't know, I'm not going to try to sing this, but it almost feels like sweet fruit smoke, and then it kind of grows like a crescendo on the smoke. Is that the best way of describing it? I'm not sure. I almost feel like I need to taste it and then focus on the front and then focus on the rest of it. So the first thing I'm getting is really mouth-watering. Sweet, but like fruity sweet, so not sticky or sugar sweet. It's definitely like a ripe pear or a ripe, almost, not, I don't want to stretch to citrusy because I'm not getting that much like citrus zing. But it's like a ripe fruit that's quite mild. And then that sweetness, like the edge of the sweetness disappears and the fruitiness grows of it. And then more fruits come in, like a bit of apple and almost something. It is weird when it kind of changes like that because I feel like I can only focus on one thing at one time. So I can only focus at the front and then I need to have another sip to focus on the middle. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, so the middle is more like apples for me. And then that kind of grassy smoke, that's when the tannins kick in. What I really like about this whiskey is that it's not too woody. I am wondering what it is you're getting from the wine cask. Also, I'm happy to announce, I don't know if it needs an announcement, but I'm really back into smoky whiskies. I had a bit of a break from them, but now I'm like really enjoying them again. And this is just easy to like. I could definitely see myself being like, what do I want to drink tonight? Not sure. Let's go for this. It's easy. It has layers and something interesting about it without necessarily being difficult. Like there's not too much tannins, there's not something you like really need to search for. You can just sip it and enjoy it, which is probably why I just keep sipping this. Especially if you like a bit of fruit and then a little bit of almost more of a grassy smoke. I think this would be good for you. But I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've tried the first volume or if you've tried the second one. There are limited, I believe there are 150 bottles released. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments here below. And of course, if you liked the video, I would be thrilled if you consider liking it and consider subscribing if you haven't already, or share with a friend. I don't know. I'd just be happy if you want to stick around for the next one. But yeah, I hope to see you next week and that you're having a lovely day. Sláinte Skål.